Good evening, friends. Welcome to day 19 of A Poem a Day for 2026, and that makes it the 19th of January. It is Monday. This is allegedly Blue Monday. Apparently, this is the most depressing day of the year. I don't know about you, but I've actually been okay. I can't remember the reasons why this third Monday of January is allegedly the most depressing day of the year. I think it's something to do with it having been a certain period of time since Christmas, and we're still a few weeks away from, or what seems to be a few weeks away from payday in January, and I think people are just, the theory is that people are just feeling a bit, or very ground down, but my view has always been that it minimises the, don't know if you can hear it on the mic, but the cats have just decided now is the time to have biscuits. But my view is that it minimises the experiences of people living with depression day to day. Yes, everybody gets down and sad and experiences dips in mood, but I don't think a specific day of the year makes any difference, because corporations say it does. In a similar vein, that because the 14th of February is Valentine's Day, doesn't mean that you love your partner or your family or your children any more than any other day of the year. So yeah, I'll step down off my soapbox, but that's my theory. If you are struggling, or if you do need to talk to someone, please remember there are various different people to reach out to. The Samaritans are fantastic. There's brilliant resources available through Mind. I know that your friends and your family would love to speak to you, and your GP will always be available. Feel free to reach out to me in the comments. My notifications are always on. But otherwise, let's reach into the big red book and see what's waiting for us today. Okay. So, today we have a piece entitled "I'll Tell You How the Sun Rose" by Emily Dickinson. And our blurb reads as follows. Emily Dickinson was a 19th century American poet. She was an intensely private person and published only a handful of short poems in her lifetime. After her death, her sister discovered nearly 2,000 poems hidden in her room. Many of Dickinson's poems are short meditations that reflect her own individual thoughts or moods. Though there is often a sadness in her writing, this poem about the rising and setting of the sun is full of wonder at something which happens each and every day, but never stops being beautiful and remarkable. Possibly quite fitting to try and be uplifting on this allegedly sad day. So here is "I'll Tell You How the Sun Rose" by Emily Dickinson. I'll tell you how the sun rose, a ribbon at a time. The steeples swam in amethyst, the news like squirrels ran. The hills untied their bonnets, the bobolinks began. Then I said softly to myself, that must have been the sun. But how he set, I know not. There seemed a purple stile, which little yellow boys and girls were climbing all the while, till when they reached the other side, a dominie in grey put gently up the evening bars and led the flock away. I know I've said before that I'm fond of the wet weather and the darkness, but that's probably something that I am quite missing at the moment is a sunset. I'm a real sucker for a beautiful sunset, and that was really lovely. I really do hope that you're all doing okay, as well as possible. I know that even everything I said before aside, I know that January can be hard. Yes, Cass knows too. We're sending you our love, because you are loved, and I hope you remember that. Whatever you've got on this evening, I hope you have a nice evening, and I hope that you are able to get some rest. Okay, friends, I'll see you tomorrow.